Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to my guide to the location Murkwater Cave from Elden Ring. In these location videos I explain firstly where the location is as some are well hidden, what you can expect to find in each location, the next one-off items are always in the top right hand corner. I'll also let you know what is farmable here, ultimately who the boss is and what item you can get for completing the area. For a full list of all the one-off and farmable items in Murkwater Cave, take a look in the description below. Murkwater Cave is an early game area and is actually quite an important one. It's very short, only has 2 rooms really, and it can be found about halfway up the river leading off a Heel Lake. If you get invaded by an NPC, you've gone too far. The cave is home to an enemy type that can't be found anywhere else, Highwayman. These are simple enough enemies, but they do have a tendency to poison you with a throwable item if given the chance. Just kill them quickly and watch out for the bell alarms on the floor. Walking through these will wake up the whole cave. I've done it here just to show you what happens, but they all come from that left hand side down there. There's 4 down there, so you've got 2 in this starting area, and then there's another 4 that come running at you 5, miscounted, 5, sorry. 5 that come running at you pretty quickly. So yeah, if you've got magic, they're obviously a lot simpler. If you're in a melee, maybe miss the alarms and try and stealth in there and kill them before they see you, kind of thing. They do have a lot of random drops. Smoldering butterfly, they drop their armor sets and things like that. The only other farmable item in this place is cave moss, but you can get that in every cave. The only chest we have in here, well, there are a couple of other chests, but they are in the boss room and they're kind of weird. One of them is teleporting and one of them just has some clothes in. Anyway, we're going to go and do the boss, and that's the reason we're here. And that boss is Patches. Good old Patches. If you've played Dark Souls, even all the way back to Demon Souls, I think he was before. I think he was in the original games that I can't remember the name of right now. Kingsfield. Anyway, so you go through the fog here, and then there's this chest. The boss fight will actually start until you open this chest. But if you open this up, there's actually a cloth garb and trousers in here. But that's not why we're here. Patches is going to come dropping down, and we're actually going to fight him as a boss, which is pretty cool. He has the usual setup. He has his spear or halberd. No, it's a spear, isn't it? And his great shield, which is a bit of a pain, especially if you're magic. He does roll a lot as well. But we do not actually need to kill him, and you don't want to kill him either. We're going to get him down to half health, and he's actually going to surrender and give us the Grovel for mercy gesture. So I'm not even trying to be tactical here. I'm just trying to break through his shield with magic. He does roll a lot, so not everyone hits, but I'm just waiting for him to do something. He does do that, which he was about to do it then, which is kind of a spray attack. I think it's actually Scarlet Rot that he sprays out. But yeah, you want to watch out for that. That's your best window to attack at the same time. So yeah, once he's half health, stop attacking him. He'll go down on the floor. He'll do Grovel for mercy, and you'll get the rune there. And then you're going to want to speak to him and forgive him, or don't. I don't think it actually makes a difference whether you do or not. But I'm going to forgive him because it's Patches. He's a cheeky little scamp. Forgive and forget. And then he's going to become a merchant, but we do need to leave the area for this to happen. So I'm just skipping the dialogue here, just talk to him, you want to get to know him a bit. And then we're actually going to leave the cave and come back. Now there are some other things we're going to grab. That's this whole area done, Murkwater Cave. Now we've got Patches as a merchant. That's it really. So you can go through this bit, just watch out for the alarms, just kill the first 2 and then you can go past with the alarms and go straight to Patches. Now I'm actually good. There is a trap chest here, so Patches is going to play a little trick on us because of course he is. There is a trap chest, and it's going to teleport us away to another part of Limgrave, kind of East Limgrave. And there's going to be a few items I'll grab there. It's not part of the cave, but they are important ones, so I'm just going to leave that in as well. So if you go in and speak to him now, he is now a merchant. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll show you what he has. He has some good stuff. He has Margit's Shackle, which is kind of alright. It helps in the first phase of Margit, which is the easy phase, so it's not the best, but he has Stone Sword Key and a cookbook and things like that. So yeah, you've got Margit's Shackle, which you can use against the fight with Margit, which will kind of stun him for a bit and get a few hits in. You can only use it twice and only enjoy the easy stage of his fight, so yeah, I mean, it might be worth it if you're struggling. And then the Stone Sword Key, they're always good to have. Now, he has this chest, and if you speak to him, he'll tell you not to touch the chest. But we're going to touch the chest, and it's a transporter trap. And we're going to get transported to East Limgrave. I'll show you in a moment where we are, but there is a big old bear in front. It is dark, so I do apologise, but that's kind of how it works out when you get teleported. And yeah, if you just come over to here, you'll get the map for Limgrave East. So I'll just show you where we are now. I'm just going to grab a few things while we're here as well. So yeah, you've got this tree, this part of the Erd tree, the small Erd tree, lesser Erd tree. And that's where we were, the cave there. And I'm just going to ride up this road here, because that's quite an important church up at the top there. I'm going to ride. I'm going to grab this as well. This is Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 4. I'm just going to quickly grab it and run up the road. So I am sticking to the road. I know it's hard to see, but I'm sticking to the road. There is another bear. Look out for this light here. If you touch that light, it'll actually guide you to another cave. We'll be doing those in later videos. And then just keep heading north. And we're going to get the Flask of Wondrous Physic, along with the Crimson Crystal Tear. The Flask of Wondrous Physic is it's a bit like another tears flask. You can mix different tears in it for different results. It's actually kind of cool. It's only a one-time use though. You can't add any more charges to it, but you can mix some really good stuff, especially late game. There's one where you can get a tier that allows sort of infinite magic use for about 10 seconds or so, magic damage buffs and everything like that. So yeah, you use that at the grace point, any grace point, and this here is a sacred tier as well. This increases flask potency, so that's another thing you'll use at the grace. So you do need to sit at a grace to release a trap. So what I'm going to do now is just going to teleport back to Murkwater Cave, and we're just going to go and see Patches again. And when you do that, he's going to give you the calm down gesture, and that's all there is for this cave. Really, you can come back here to Patches all the time, and he does actually move later as you move through the game, but until you kind of move past the castle to the north, he won't move. But he does later on move. If you do kill Patches, you get the bell bearing, which you get from any merchant, which allows you give it to the bell bearing maidens in Round Table Hold, and you can buy his stuff. You'll get his spear +7 and the leather set. So don't kill him. He's fine. He does. There's a whole thing going on with him. You'll see him quite a few times. He does a few more traps yet. So don't kill him. Just buy stuff from him. You know where he is now. It's good to see him again. Right, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.